सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ओम। Lord Krishna dealt with the topic of Paraprakriti and Aparaprakriti in the first phase of the chapter. The whole creation is mixed with my higher nature and my lower nature. My higher nature is called Paraprakriti. Lower nature is called Aparaprakriti. From the 7th chapter standpoint, that words we use. From Upanishadic angle, what are the words or terms used for Paraprakriti? Paraprakriti means Brahma Chaitanyam. Brahman or Chaitanyam. Chit ani per. Chit. Sat Chit Anantam Swarupam Brahma Chaitanyam Paraprakriti, which is Satyam, which is eternal, which is imperishable. This Aparaprakriti, lower nature, is called Sagunam, Trigunatmikam, and which is Mithya, Maya Swarupam. It has no independent existence of its own. Maya Tattvam, Saguna Tattvam, Asvatantram, Paratantram. Asvatantram or Paratantram, both are same. Dependently existing in earth. That Maya Shakti is my own nature. Since the whole creation is a mixture of these two, since these all beings are also mixture of both higher and lower, we the human beings, when we are studying this Bhagavad Gita, how we have to understand? Since Bhagavan said He is the creator of this universe, He is the cause of everything, since the whole creation is nothing but Bhagavan, since Bhagavan is Paraprakriti, Aparaprakriti mixture, therefore this body-mind complex also is a part of this creation. No full stop. Continuously I am telling. Since I am also part of this creation, when I say, I am also mixture or not? Eating mixture always is so nice, na? But we have to understand this mixture more tasty than others mixture. If you eat that mixture more, no, it's not good for body. You know this mixture, it is good for body, mind, everything. So let us understand now. I means what? Mixture of Paraprakriti and Aparaprakriti. Simple irukilla Vedanta. Paraprakriti, Aparaprakriti. The consciousness is Paraprakriti, Brahma Chaitanyam, original nature, OC, original consciousness. OC means what? OC and Cholinde irukke. Abbreviation of what? Original consciousness. RC means reflected consciousness. Aparaprakriti is called RC, Chidabhasa, another name. All these names, Abhasam, Chidabhasam, or Ahankara, or Aparaprakriti, all are synonyms. At Samashti level, Maya, what we are calling, at Vyashti level, individual level, we call it as Chidabhasa. So, apara prakriti, lower nature. Whenever I interact with the world, both are mixed. In this Maya, Rajas, Tamo, Trigunatmika Maya, Sattva Gunam, all the time fluctuating. Every time the body-mind complex is fluctuating. There is a lot of disturbance, imbalance in the body-mind complex. If I take myself as this body-mind complex, which is always changing, violently changing, unpredictable, what is going to happen when we do not know to this apara prakriti? If I take myself as this, life is miserable. That is called samsara. If I recognize this para prakriti as real nature, my nature, consciousness, awareness, I am free from samsara. இப்போ துக்கம் இருக்க லைஃப்ல இல்லையான்னு எப்படி சொல்ல முடியும்னா, இட் இஸ் இன் யுவர் ஹேண்ட். Understood Atmaswarupam, there is no dukkha. If I don't understand my Atmaswarupam and give reality to this apara prakriti, which is mithya, flesh and blood, body mind complex, and I give reality to that, I suffer. So what Vedanta want to do? Vedanta want to help you to sort out between these two. You cannot physically separate them. You cannot physically separate them. Apara prakriti just to push away. Para prakriti matram only keep an impossible. Para prakriti cannot manifest without apara prakriti. As a Purusha Prakriti, both are required for this creation. Apara Prakriti alone cannot exist without the Para Prakriti. Therefore, both will be there together. We have to face it and we have to say, I have no problem. Appadi sollano. How difficult. That's why Vedanta class. If it is easy, there is no necessity of Vedanta class. Since this separation intellectually is the toughest task, therefore Upanishads and this Bhagavad Gita help us to how to sort out them and how to live happily. Dukkha rahitam. Bhagavan says, whoever surrender to me, have devotion upon me, they can cross over this problem, samsara, ajnanam. This sorrow they can cross over. To surrender to me. Ye mam prapadyante. I will protect them. I will provide them. Guru, Bhagavan, please release me from this sorrow. Please release me from this sorrow. Just to open your mouth, open your heart. Don't open your heart, okay. Open your heart means with open-mindedness. You ask the Lord, please release me from this sorrow. I do not know what I have to do. You have to take care of. Then Lord will take care of that person. Slowly shows the Guru somewhere. He is taking classes. Go there. Then you go there. You surrender. See, world dependence to God dependence. God enna pannuvar? Go to Guru dependence upon. Guru enna pannuvar? Shastra dependence. Come with Bhagavad Gita book to the class. Have a Bhagavad Gita book and notes. If you want to write, study Bhagavad Gita word to word meaning. Then Shastra dependence. Then Shastra dependence leads to what? Independence. What Shastra does? Shastra words says, what you are looking into me here, nothing is there. I am talking about you only. Shastra says. Shastra says, I am talking about your beautiful nature, Amrita Swarupam. I am not talking about anybody else. Your real nature, Atma Swarupa I am talking. Then slowly Shastra turned you inwards. So Shastra dependence to Swatantram, independence. This is what the big journey, no? First we have to renounce the worldly matters. Surrender to God, have devotion, bhakti. Bhagavan will turn your face to Guru. Guru will turn your face to Shastra. Shastra will turn yourself towards you. This is a long journey. It's an evolution. Therefore Bhagavan says, there are 4 types of bhaktas. Before that what Bhagavan said? Sukritinaha, Dushkrutinaha, he said. 2 types of people are there. Dushkrutinaha means mudhaha, Dushkrutinaha. They always do papa karmas. They never surrender to God. They never have a bhakti on God. Bhagavane illenu solluva. Always body oriented, sukham, sukham, sukham. No religion, no God, Dushkrutinaha. But there are Sukrutinaha, good people, noble people. Among them also there are 4 types. Chaturvidha bhajante maam. Idella revision, what I have done. Chaturvidha bhajante maam. There are 4 types of devotees. Sukrutinaha. Among devotees also there are 4 types. Who are they? In 16th sloka he said, Artaha jignasu artharthi gnani. What order we have to put? Artha bhakta, artharthi bhakta number 2, jignasu bhakta number 3 and gnani bhakta number 4. All are bhaktas. All are having Ishvara bhakti. Among them there is a gradation. Among them there is a gradation. The gradation depend on their understanding. This gradation, Artha Bhakta one type, Artharthi Bhakta another type. Why this gradation? Bhaktas, ellaru bhaktan grading panlaman. Shastra says, Krishna Paramatma himself says, I am doing that grade, no? First grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, because depend on certain factors. What are those factors? Bhagavan didn't explain those. We have to dwell upon that. And the degree of recognition. One bhakta recognize me at one level. Degree of recognition, number 1. Based on the degree of recognition of my nature is 1 grade. 1 grade, and these are all factors. Why I do some gradation? Because of their attitude also towards me. Based on their attitude towards me, I grade them. And their approach, how they approach me, based on that I do grading. Gradation will be there. And how they pray, upon the prayers, based upon their prayers also, I grade them. All these determining factors of the bhakta. Artha Bhakta, who is in crisis? Bhagavan, he worship Bhagavan, Ishvara, when he is or she is in crisis. When in problem, sorrow, sad, uncomfortable, there is pain in life. That time he surrender to God, Artha Bhakta. Artha means, Arti means what? Sadness, sorrow, discomfort, pain, called Arti. The one who has got Arti, not Arati, Arti is called Artaha. That person is called Artava. Since he is worshipping the God Ishvara, he is a Bhakta. Therefore he is called what? Artha Bhakta. Crying Bhakta Nardham. Crying Bhakta, Dukhi Bhakta. 99% of people are Dukhi Bhaktas, Very rare people are second varieties of people. For this Artha Bhakta, Bhagavan is sadhanam. Sadhyam is what? Dukkha nivritti. I want to come out of that pain. At that moment, over, bye to the Lord. So sadhana bhaktina. Bhagavan is a sadhanam. Apekshika bhakti. This is called Sakama Bhakti. We can call it as Sakama Bhakti. There is some desire to fulfill, I want to come out of this sorrow, is a desire. So this Bhakta can be called as Artha Bhakta as well as Sakama Bhakta. And the second type of Bhakta is one Artharthi Bhakta. Arthana, wealth, prosperity, all types of possessions, putra, putri, patni, pati, griham, all possessions put together are artha. Artha, arthi. Arthi enna? Beggar anardham. The one who asks all the time. Nanak adi kudu, idi kudu, idi kudu, adi kudu. Go on asking the Bhagavan. So if you see, maximum people are this type. Artharthi Bhaktas. For this Artharthi Bhakta also, to get something, Bhagavan is a sadhana. Sadhana Bhakti, Sakama Bhakta. Then he loves Bhagavan more or sadhanam more? Sadhanam more. Sadhyam more. What is sadhyam? Wealth, people, possessions, sadhyam. So sadhyam means end, goal. By this worship, what is going to come, that end is called sadhyam. Goal or end, what am I going to achieve, accomplish, that is called sadhyam. Sadhya prema, natu sadhana prema. In Bhagavan, sadhanam. If that Bhagavan is not giving, suppose, he is not fulfilling his desires, what will happen? He gives up that Bhagavan and take up another Bhagavan. Like our car, if it is, as long as it is useful to reach a destination, we love that car. Suppose it is troubling us, it's not working properly, troubling us. What do? Dispose. Disposal. Why? I have no interest in that sadhanam if it is not giving me pleasure or comfort. Similarly, Bhagavan also like that. Therefore, bhaktas will change the Bhagavan. கொஞ்சம் சேஞ்ச் பண்றதுக்கு பயம். என்ன பண்ணுவான் தெரியுமா? பூஜை குறைச்சிடுவான். நைவேத்தியம் கம்மி, பூ கம்மி, எல்லாமே குறைச்சிடுதான். ஏன்னா என்ன பண்றதே இல்லை, நீ எதுக்கப்பா உனக்கு பூஜான்னு. ஸ்லோலி, கிராஜுவலி பண்ணுவான். ஆமா, திஸ் இஸ் கால்டு வாட்? பக்தி sadhana. He loves only sadhanam. Bhagavan as sadhanam. Bhagavan is dear, dearer, not dearest. Dear only. Bhagavan is dear, not dear. Man kadayadu. Dear, priyam anartham. Bhagavan is priyam only as sadhanam. And the third bhakta is one, jignasu bhakta, is called Nishkama Bhakta. Never ask for materialistic pleasures. He asks for spiritual benefit. Nishkama Bhakta. Nishkama Bhakta is one, the one who is free from those desires which are materialistic. Materialistic desires kadiyadu ivanukku, even Nishkama Bhakta. But there is a kamam. Enna kamam na Bhagavan venuma. That is also a desire. Nishkama Bhakta. Even when the Sakama Bhakta, totally materialistic. Avaniki culture venda. He need not have culture or much values, all those things. Edo bhakti irukku, he is running his life. But this Nishkama Bhakta, the one who want Bhagavan alone, Sadhyam also Bhagavan, Sadhanam also Bhagavan, is called Nishkama Bhakta. For this Nishkama Bhakta, he requires culture. Culture based. This is Nishkama Bhakti. His lifestyle also value based, dharma based. Artharthi Bhakti ki avashyame illa. Panam vanda podum. Any life okay. Culture theriyadonu avashyame illa. Yenna materialistic growth dane. External growth. Weed increase aayindirukkum. All gadgets are increasing more and more. Family members are increasing. Friends are increasing. Possessions are increasing. Transactions are increasing. Cell phones are increasing. First one landline, now one cell phone. One by two cell phone. Two illa swami mood. It's all increasing one by one. But whereas the spiritual seeker, no possessions, but internally is growing. Internally is growing. He is externally growing. This person, Nishkama Bhakta, Jignasu Bhakta, he wants to know that God. He wants to attain God. Gnatum Ichha Jignasa. So Nishkama Bhakta. Jignasu Bhakta, hey Arjuna, his sadhanam means also Bhagavan. He takes the help from the Bhagavan. He also lives a religious life, does puja, punaskaram and all, nishtha, panchamaha yajnas he does. He also live a religious life. But one kekamata. He never asks for money. He never asks for health. He never asks for any other worldly pleasures. Nishkama Bhakta, Jignasu Bhakta. Sadhyam also Bhagavan. Ishvara alone I want. Okay? This bhakti is superior. And Artharthi Bhakta, they are the Manda Bhaktas. Manda Bhaktas. Madhyama ani kuda sollama. Madhyama Bhakta ivarda. Jignasu is Madhyama Bhakta. Still in desire irukka. Bhagavan engyo irukkaru, ivar engyo irukkaru. Fourth Bhakta is Jnani Bhakta. Bhagavan is neither sadhanam nor sadhyam. Sadhyam means that which I have to accomplish. To accomplish, I use certain things is sadhanam. Means Bhagavan is not the means, Bhagavan is not the end. Then what is Bhagavan? Bhagavan is neither sadhanam nor sadhyam. Because he has already accomplished Bhagavan, it is already sadhya vastu, accomplished. He recognizes that Bhagavan is my real nature. Siddham, here itself. Jnani Bhakta. What Krishna Paramatma says in 17th shloka, Tesham Jnani Nitya Yuktaha. Hey Arjuna, among these four bhaktas, Nitya Yuktaha Jnani. This Jignasu Bhakta devotion is for the sake of knowledge. But Jnani Bhakta devotion is already fulfilled. He has accomplished knowledge. He has got the knowledge. This is called Atyantika Bhakti. Not Apekshika Bhakti. Atyantika Bhakti. Absolute devotion. Parama Prema Swarupa Bhakti. Knowledge itself is devotion for this Jnani. Devotion for knowledge, who? Jignasu Bhakta. Knowledge itself is devotion, which Jnani, which Bhakta? Jnani Bhakta. That means what? Every Jnani must be a devotee first. With devotion, he works for that Jnanam. Once he gets Jnanam, he is not a devotee. Devotion continues. He is also having emotions. If he listens some stotra, he also feels so happy. He is having bhakti, devotion. But that devotion is with full of knowledge. There is no any sorrow. It's like father or grandfather playing with the son. In game, when they are playing, son also playing, grandfather or father also playing, suppose. And the son lose the game. When son lose the game, what the child does? They cry. They feel pain. Ayyo, poche. And the game, he lost. But that feeling or pain, suppose father lose the game or grandfather lose the game when they are playing with the son or daughter. And this grandfather also feels, ayyo, I lost my game. Even though he lost the game, he is happy, my grandson got. He won the game. He is a mature person. He is not interested in that loss and success, failure and success la avanukku interest illa, because he has crossover. இந்த ஞானிய பக்தி அப்படிப்பட்ட பக்தி என்ன அர்த்தம் புரியுறதா? எவ்வளவு அழகா இருக்கு. அந்த பெலூன் எல்லாம் புரியுறது சுவாமினி, கேம் புரியுறது, இது புரிய மாட்டேங்கிறது. எப்ப புரியும் இது புரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க, இந்த எக்ஸாம்பிள் வச்சுக்கோங்க. There's a grandfather, grandmother, they play with the children, you see them. When the child cries, they also just act. Really, they don't have anything. Why? They already crossed that age. They know that. Adi madri gnani bhakta is that uttamam nitya yuktaha, he says. Nitya yuktaha means Ishvara nishthan, who is ever steadfast, committed. Eka bhakti means Advaita bhakti. He never changed the God. He never demanded the God. He never complained upon the God. Even kannilliya, kaadilliya, kaavindri kuvinan olamittene, kaadal vidavillaya. இந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் பாட மாட்டார் அவர். நான் ஒரு விளையாட்டு பொம்மையான்னு பாட மாட்டார். யாரு? நான். Because once upon a time he was Artha Bhakta. Once upon a time he was Artharthi Bhakta. Once upon a time he was Jignasu Bhakta. இப்போதான் வந்து he is sitting high pedestal. அப்படின்னா அதனால இப்போ anyway Artha Bhaktas, Artharthi Bhaktas are there. You need not feel guilty. Okay, continue. Artha Bhakta will become one day or other Artharthi Bhakta. Artharthi Bhakta will become one day or other Jignasu Bhakta. Jignasu Bhakta definitely will become Jnani Bhakta. அதனால அவங்க இருக்கட்டும் அப்படியே, க்ரை ஆகட்டும். Let them cry. Let them cry, let them ask. You never tell others why you are asking Bhagavan. அவனுக்கு தெரியாதா? You need not ask, my Swamini told me. Don't tell others. They will not come to my class at all. Bhagavan Swamini is telling not to ask the Lord anything. Don't have desire. We are not criticizing those bhaktas. We should know just bhaktas are 4 types. It is a maturity, it has to come from within. You cannot pluck them like that, no? It has to ripen, their minds have to be ripened. That's why in Hinduism we allow all bhaktas, Moodha bhaktas also we allow. Doesn't matter, ஏதோ ஒரு பக்தனே பரவாயில்ல இருப்பான்னு சொல்லுவோம். Even Nastika also we never criticize. Why you know? Nastika only remembering more. Nastikanda Bhagavan திட்டி நிறைய he is remembering. Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha always fought with the Lord. Really they only, where is Narayana? Where is Narayana? Hiranyakashipu asking. எத்தனை வாட்டி நாராயண பேர் சொல்லிட்ட Hiranyakashipu. அதனால Hindu dharmathila we never worry about anyone because all are in process. அவ்வளவுதான், all are in process. That's why Hindu dharma வந்து கம்பீரமா magnanimously standing. Very magnanimous Hindu religion. That's why we the Hindus are very magnanimous. We are not timid. So people, your magnanimity is increasing like ocean. All Kuvam river in the pakkam, Ganga river in the pakkam, Godavari river in the pakkam, Krishna river, Kaveri, all dirty is going everything into that ocean. That ocean is Sagara Gambhiram, magnanimous. எப்படி இருக்கு பாருங்க, எவ்வளவு கம்பீரமா இருக்கு. அதே டைம்ல நாட் காம்ப்ளசன்ட். Hindus are also not complacent, they are also very very strong. சுனாமி பார்த்தோம் இல்லையோ, ஏதாவது குளோபல் வார்மிங் ஈவிங் பண்ணிட்டான்னு ஐ வில் டேக் மை சான்ஸ். ஓஷன் அப்படியே இட் வில் கம். ஜாகிரதா. Hindu dharma is also like a ocean. So no one can touch the Hindu dharma because it is based on the truth, Vedas. So Bhagavan says, Priyahi jnaninaha atyartham eka bhaktihi vishishyate. That Advaita bhakti is superior, most dearest. That person is beloved to me. I am beloved to him, he is beloved to me. Appa enna so Krishna, all other bhaktas are not beloved to you? Other three bhaktas, he is only Jnani, only beloved to you. Because aham saha mama priyaha, aham tasya priyaha. So I am dear to him, he is dear to me. Therefore, it is one assignment between us, some understanding between Jnani and Ishvara. What is that understanding? உனக்கு புரியாது, நீ வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் உனக்கு புரியும்னு சொல்றாரு பகவான். I myself, Jnani is dearest to me. I am dearest to Jnani because he never see me separately. He never see me separately. Artha Bhakta see Bhagavan separately. Kailasam Vaikundathila. Bhagavane mela papa. You look, kaluthu vali irundhalum kuda Bhagavan, you look up. Artharthi also like that only. You are not complaining all the time. Jignasu Bhakta also looking Bhagavan Parokshma. Ishvara is there, Atma Swarupam, all pervading, Upadana Karanam, Nimitta Upadana Karanam. And it's only Bhagavan Pati, all pervading. Tunuli Mirupar, Turumbili Rupan, Chulinde Rupa. Anala? Angangi Irkar. But he is not Ingu Irkar, Udle Irkar. This is the Parokshagnan. Innu Aparokshagnan Varliye. Therefore, Arjuna, this Jnani is myself. Therefore, I love, he is beloved to me. If you want to be beloved to Bhagavan, எந்த பக்தனா இருக்கிறதுக்கு முயற்சி பண்றேன்னு நீங்க சொல்லுங்க. This sloka is important or not? Tell me. Where we are standing, what type of bhakti we have. அழகான ஸ்லோகம் பாருங்க. People should study what is bhakti ன்னு இப்பதான் புரியுறது, நமக்கு தெரியுறதா? நான் ஆர்த்த பக்தனா, அர்த்தார்த்தி பக்தனா, ஜிக்ஞாசு பக்தனா, ஞானி பக்தனா? Where am I? I have to study myself. If I am Artha Bhakta, let me go further Artharthi Bhakta. I will ask for health, wealth, everything because I want to become a Jignasu Bhakta. Let me become Jignasu Bhakta. Like that, in this life I have to finish all these stages. Become Jnani Bhakta. Jnani Bhakta enna pannuva? Shravana Manana Nidhyasanam pannuva, class ku varuva. He study scriptures. Bhagavan says, don't worry Arjuna, they are also noble bhaktas. In 18th sloka he says, we'll read the sloka. Udara sarva evaite Gnani tvatmaiva me matam Asthitas sahi yuktatma Mamevānuttamam gatim. Now the question is, how do you say that Jnani Bhakta is the greatest? Nitya Yuktaha. He is the one greatest Bhakta, you said. Jnaninaha atyartham priyaha, you said. Atyartha means I am very, very dear to him, you said. To that wise man, he is only the great Uttama Bhakta. How do you say, on what angle, from what level you are talking like that? Suppose you say, 2 points I will tell you, how we have to understand. Just like that, Jnani Bhakta Bhagavan solitaire and Jepi Nammo Tala Adik Kudade. Ye Karana, Yenna reason Purinjukono. The reason is, first principle is all the gods, so all the bhaktas aim is to, all devotees are dear to God actually. Here, Bhagavan is not a sadhya vastu. He is not using Bhagavan anymore for that to get something. So Bhagavan is a siddha vastu, not a sadhya vastu. Nothing is there for him to accomplish. Adi purnatvam. So what we love, we want to accomplish. What we love, we want to accomplish. This Jnani is already accomplished. What he has accomplished? He has accomplished Ishvara Tattva. Aham Brahma Asmi, Jnanam he has accomplished. So there is nothing for him to accomplish. Nothing is there for him to accomplish, because what to be accomplished he has accomplished. There is nothing in his mind to accomplish. That means his whole mind fully occupied with whom? Saturated with whom? Atmaswarupa Ishvara, as Atmaswarupa. So that mind which is fully saturated with that Ishvara, whose nature is Atmaswarupam, my nature is Atmaswarupam, there is no second thought in that mind. Eppudipatta manasade? What type of mind that mind? So this is the law. What is that law? He has accomplished what has to be accomplished. There is nothing for him to accomplish. Paripurnaha ityartha. That is the reason he is the greatest person. He has no agenda other than mean. There is no agenda separate in his life. எனக்கு அது வேணும் இது வேணும் ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. அதுதான் ஏக பக்தி. The second thing is, since I love the goal, I love the means, இவனுக்கு வந்து கோலும், that goal end is also accomplished. The means as Bhagavan is also accomplished. Now he is totally Purnaha ityartha. That is the meaning between these two. Sadhanam, Sadhyam and Atma Prapti, Atma Jnana Prapti. In the sadhana, sadhya, atma jnana praptilo, what is the supreme, superior, நீங்களே சொல்லலாம். இதெல்லாம் analyze பண்ணணும். If analyze only, you will work for ஞானம். Otherwise, வீட்டுக்கு போய் சுவாமினி பூஜை பண்ணணுமா வேண்டாமா? பூஜை பண்ணு, வேண்டான்னு சொல்லல. Next class, we'll see that. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.